things to do, and all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Louisiana Tech will kick it off and will be underway. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Louisiana Raging Cajuns offense will get the first swing of the game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to...
Breaks into the open. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. And the Raging Cajuns want to move quickly.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this? In
our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal. You've done. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The Raging Cajuns are threatening in the red zone. Motion from the back. Wants to throw again. Here comes the heat. And the defense aids got him at the 27. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Dropping back, it's Dyer. On the move, he fires. On target over the middle. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Cajuns! A great catch and run for 6.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Louisiana Tech's offense has the ball for the first time. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm, can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country. But when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort.
And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Second down coming up. give to the running back. There he goes. And they get him down. The Bulldogs moving quickly to the line. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Creates a little room. Got the first down and more. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. And the Raging Cajuns, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw, it's Dyer. Here's a hit. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Raging Cajuns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll move the tight end. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Off play action. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Quickly out to the tight end. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down. Kick is in the air. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds the tight end. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's going to do it for the quarter, guys. Louisiana has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Running back searching for a hole. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback on the keeper. but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Bulldogs are on the move. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jones. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
From the gun, running back on the move. Turning it on! Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. On first and goal, let's see what Louisiana Tech does. And he is stopped. Not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution, running and throwing the football? Wow.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The give to the back. Gets it past the marker. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And the Raging Cajuns racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find their rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Off the play fake on first down. Wide open downfield. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense going right down the field in 6 plays and now set up for first and goal.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's third and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. Absolutely perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for room, it's Whitaker. We'll give him a couple on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Finds his tight end. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. The short hands, it's Jones. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Under fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving.
And you got to love that if you're on defense, because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure, and you only rushed 3 guys. Well done.
He gets it so close to that imaginary yellow line, but I think he's going to be just a tad short. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give out of the gun. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Look out, he's got room. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. And the Bulldogs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. From the red zone, looking for a space. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Holds and fires complete to the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Here's the handoff. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback wedging it in there on the quarterback sneak. Sneaks it into the end zone.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Leaves it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Raging Cajuns will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. It's working. Why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. On the run, it's Whitaker. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Weeks. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Caught behind the line. It's Whitaker. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. He'll do it himself. He has the first and still on his feet. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Bulldogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. The running back has it.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Absolutely center cut. The lead now 7 here in the third quarter. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Bringing it back. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. To the air, it's Dyer. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Raging Cajuns will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Got his man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The safe call on the wide receiver screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Third down play from the gun. Caught near the sticks. It's Weeks. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Trying to bully their way in. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up for the PAT.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put...
He'll take a deep shot here. Snatches it on the right. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes a connection. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Raging Cajuns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to pass, it's Dyer. He's got his man. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Makes a move, and he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Lets it fly. Soft spot in the middle. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So first down will open up the final period. Looking downfield on first down. Lets it fly. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, And that's why that one fell incomplete.
Caught over the middle. It's Jones. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll run it from the gun. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Louisiana Tech is really moving the football. On the run, it's Whitaker. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And the Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Raging Cajuns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Grabbed behind the line, it's Bacon. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That's caught. It's Bacon. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looking deep down the right side. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Raging Cajuns come to the line with a new set of downs. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Looking for a man. It's Dyer. Trying to find the end zone. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Wants to throw again. Under fire. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. They thought maybe they could contain him. They thought wrong.
They did, and don't call them a quarterback anymore. Just call these guys skill players. I mean, so fast, you can tell the angles just get chewed up. You think you got a chance to catch him. Tell you what, put that in your back pocket. Understand, that guy can fly. I better make sure I take the proper angles when I'm chasing him.
Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you, a huge third down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get into those critical points, and they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. Keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. The Bulldogs look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Jones. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in.